if you've ever been convinced that in order to be air quotes valuable, your content and whatever you're sharing online or, by land, air, and sea with your community has to be a how-to or a case study or something that specifically relates to what you teach or speak to or what you help your clients with, I have a very sweet anecdote to share with you that'll hopefully help you snap out of that and realize there are so many ways to define value. And if you've been caught in that loop, which I absolutely have been before and likely will be again, then this will help you. Okay, so we're redefining value. So last week, I went to San Francisco to hang out with my friends and celebrate my friend Jen Ken's birthday. And then whenever I was headed back home to report for Monday morning carpool duty, I was at the SFO airport scrolling my phone as I was walking to find my gate. And I saw a story from one of my friends and clients, and she had shared, it was so precious. She has a brand new baby girl who has a big brother that just makes her smile. And it was so stinking cute. And looking at this precious little picture of her in her swing, it's a picture taken over Big Brother's shoulder, and she's just looking up at him and smiling. And it reminded me of my daughter Noe's first giggles and how they were specifically reserved for her brothers. Like, she didn't laugh at anything or anyone except for them. And it'd be like once a month. I think it was around 5 months old when she first really laughed, like really. And it was intense, like a laugh track, like a baby laugh track that you would add to, I'm thinking of like a hip hop song from high school years, or Rugrats or something. Like, it was a straight up laugh track, like an intense laugh. It doesn't matter. But it was so cute and so sweet. And I had forgotten about that. She's like almost 2.5 now. And I had forgotten about how sweet those brother laughs and smiles were in those first months. And so just seeing this precious picture, it just brought such joy to my heart. Like, I literally felt it in my heart. I felt warm and fuzzy remembering that sweetness between Noe and her big brothers, who, if you are familiar with our story, I am very convinced that she timed her entrance into this physical realm very carefully to make sure that both of her brothers were in place before she came in with the cannonball as our grand finale. So anyway, I immediately, of course, Voxered said client and friend, you know who you are, and I bet you're listening to this. And I'm just so grateful to you for sharing it, because I got to have that little moment of reflection. And it just made me think of, and I speak to this in a course about copy too, but it just made me think of how value has so many layers to it. For air quotes content to be valuable, I mean, there are as many interpretations of value as there are people, as there are moods and attention spans and value sets that we may have in a given day, week, month, season of life. So if you're overthinking, over sterilizing, whatever it is that you're putting out there, just consider that value comes in many forms. And if you find value in whatever it is that you're snapping a picture of or taking a screenshot of, or whatever words are on your lips to share with your corner of the world, then someone else is going to find value in it. And I have a whole other Naptime Empires podcast episode called Do It For You, where it's like, even if you're the one person that finds value in it, you sharing it, it's part of your gift to the world, your literal presence, because you are here to value what you value. You're here to care about what you care about. And you sharing that with us is your gift. It's like you checking attendance, like putting your little, what do they do in kindergarten? They put like a little clothespin to say that, I'm here for the day, whatever it is. It's like you sharing, and it doesn't have to even be online. It could be in your message threads with your friends and with your family, or privately with clients, or with the person next to you in line at the grocery store. But you sharing what matters to you today is valuable. It's you showing up in life, and that is so valuable, and only you can do it. Nobody else is going to care about the things and literally see the things that you do. And so I just thought that was a very sweet example for us, illustration for us to remember. It doesn't have to be how to, and we need to pretend like we know all these things. It's like, we're just humans here doing human things together, and me sharing something that I found sweet or funny or thought-provoking, interesting in some way, if I share it, then that's going to resonate and you do what you want to do with it. And that's value, because we are meant to be together. We're meant to be connected. And I know I absolutely feel it when I'm not connecting. And again, it doesn't have to be social media. I'm just saying, sharing this human shared experience, it is meant to be shared. And if it's been a while since you defined value on your terms, this is your invitation to do so. Now, having said that, if you share something on social media, I'd love to see it. If this is inspiring you to share something on social media, then tag me, because I would love to see it. Whatever it is that you are finding value in, that sparked as you're listening to this, because that's how we get to know each other better. And also, the more you share of that kind of stuff, the more people can filter in or out of your world. And don't you really only want to work with people who appreciate your perspective on life? You want to filter out the people who would be like, oh my God, why would you even share that? That's not funny. That's not cute. I don't care. Like let's let them go so they can find their people. So the more you share, the clearer picture. And of course, there's no way to capture your full essence and everything. But the more you share from all various areas and approaches, the more people will get to know you, which means they're more likely to actually appreciate you for who you are. And that's exactly the kind of client and friend and collaborative partner that you deserve to work with. All right, that's all. Redefining value. Consider it. Till next time. Okay, technically that was the end of the episode, but since you're still here, 1, I'd love to thank you for spending part of your day with me, and 2, I'd love to ask you if you would take 30 seconds, maybe 60, to leave a rating and review in your podcast app before you tap out today. If you've already done that, it's amazing. Please send me a screenshot so I can thank you personally, and know that sharing this episode with a friend has the same magical powers, and I deeply appreciate both. Also, in case you're listening to the end to see if I ever actually introduce myself, hi! My name is Nikki Elledge Brown. I'm the host and author of Naptime Empires and this here On Her Terms podcast. You can find me around the internet at Nikki Elledge Brown in most places, but what you may appreciate most is actually over at onherterms.com. It's what I call the insider library. It's where you can get inside scoop, first listen rights, email updates every time there's a new episode, and then special insider only bonus content. It's all over in our private feed. Okay, that's a wrap for real. I'll meet you in the next episode.